he's like throwing the ball away to the other team, like kind of making it look like he was like dribbling off his foot, the games or whatever.
Yep.
Sports.
Fucking scandal of all time, probably.
Yeah, I feel like because what's it, like 25 people are arrested now or something?
I think it's over 30.
Nice.
But not a lot. Not all of them are in the NBA. Only a few of them were actually from the NBA. It was like 13 of them are part of this Italian mafia.
Yeah, I saw that. Which is even like I feel like even kind of wilder. Like I don't know. Just
I saw some reports that this NBA player Terry, Scary Terry, what he was doing was he was having everybody bet the under, then faking an injury, getting pulled out, and then the under would win. I guess this guy's like a high scorer or something.
Yeah.
So then he and the mafia guys would then meet at his house later and count all the money.
Nice.
Because this was an underground bookie shit. Like it was done in cash. Then they
not Vegas gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they probably could have been doing too. But
yeah.
That
one's more cool. That one's more cool.
Yeah. Rigging the game is less cool, but
if you're rigging the game, you want to get some politicians in rigging it with you.
That's
then you're protected.
The FBI off you, right? Mm-hmm. See, these guys are just idiots, man. They don't have it figured out. But
yeah, I don't know. And what I saw was funny is like, this guy's getting paid. I forget what his career earnings were. 80 million plus.
Sure.
I want to say it could have possibly been, hundreds of millions.
Yep.
Don't quite remember. But, the one game in particular that, he got caught where he's like, this guy was making $80 million, over his career, and he's risking his fucking life over a $200,000, gambling bet or gambling payout or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. Now it's not like
oh,
why?
Why?
Not only is it, are you going to lose, a bunch of money because they're all going to be liable for these debts and shit. Now you're going to prison.
Yeah.
Like, what good was your first 80 million now that you're behind bars?
There's definitely one head coach arrested, possibly two head coaches arrested.
The Trailblazers head coach.
Yeah. He got arrested.
Yeah. He was arrested. Let's just look up all NBA players arrested. Hopefully this doesn't come back just like all time.
LeBron James.
And gambling scandal. Okay, so it says Hall of Fame player and Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and Damon Jones.
Nice.
A former player who is a teammate of LeBron James and once his personal shooting coach.
Yeah, and I think that guy was like leaking info to the Mafia guys or whatever about like if LeBron was going to play or not that night, like before it was announced or whatever.
Yes. Yep, that all happened. And then some people are pulling up old videos of this guy, Damon Jones, somewhat implicating LeBron.
Nice.
Which LeBron was not arrested. He's not charged. But he did it right.
Comrade James is going to be allowed to be arrested? I don't think so.
It's a good point. He knows how to play the game.
He wears a tiny hat.
He also backs the CCP. So,
a man of multiple talents.
Shut up and dribble, LeBron. Well, he...
shut up and bet, LeBron.
People were circulating this video of... I thought it was Damon Jones, but I guess it could have been someone else talking about certain players like gambling with LeBron, being in debt to him because he's at his house, and him like telling them they better miss a free throw here or there to make sure the under over goes the right way or the money lines hit. Or,
that would be hilarious in the sense of LeBron's career has really been scandal free.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's never been in the headlines, for anything really off the court.
The only one, and it's not really a scandal, it was just him being a dumbass, was his backing of the Chinese government.
Yeah.
That was ugly, but you're right, that's not a scandal.
Yeah. He's just an idiot.
Yeah.
Or a traitor.
Both.
Yeah.
Usually both.
Yeah, usually both. But what I feel like that would end his, if he was wrapped up in some huge gambling scandal.
Yeah, and then he'd turn into the new Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Ironically, because Pete Rose just passed.
Didn't he get reinstated to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think they just made him eligible now that he's died.
Yeah.
He's eligible for the Hall of Fame now. And correct me if I'm wrong, I was not alive for this, to my knowledge, but Pete Rose never bet against himself.
I believe that's correct.
He was only I think he would bet on his games, but he was betting on his team to win.
Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's correct.
I have a much less moral problem with that.
Yes. And I honestly think you always should be able to bet on your team to win. Like, if there's one acceptable bet, I'm betting on my team to win. Because, what insider knowledge do you have at that point? Like,
that you're not taking advantage of already.
I know we're going to win.
Yeah, I kind of get why some people would say you would have more knowledge than you and I sitting here.
Right.
So you shouldn't be able to do it. But it's so much worse to take a dive.
So I'm sure you've already seen this comparison. But, how come the NBA or the FBI's arresting NBA players for, some would say almost insider trading like activity, and yet our good Congress members and House of Representative members have not been touched by the FBI?
Well, there's a real question for that, and you already touched on it.
Yeah.
The NBA wasn't cutting the FBI in.
Those
Congress
sons of bitches
signs the FBI's paychecks.
Yeah.
That's why. If the NBA was cutting the FBI in on this shit.
You think the Mafia would be a little smarter than that?
Yeah, the Mafia, man. I don't understand. I saw some headlines that are pretty good. Like, the Louvre just had a diamond heist. Now the NBA's in bed with the Mafia. Like, are we living in the 40s
We're
again?
Back, baby. We're back.
What is going on? Did you read about the poker half of this scandal? Oh, dude. So I think they said $17 million was stolen, essentially, in this whole scandal. And over half of it had nothing to do with actual basketball. The coach and players were also rigging home poker games.
Nice.
With the Mafia.
Nice.
So here's how the scam worked, allegedly, according to the FBI and some of the great Twitter reporters we have, talking about these players. I guess sometimes they wouldn't take a dive right or something. They'd end up with gambling debts. So this is how all this starts: is you end up in gambling debt to the Mafia, and then to pay that debt, you have to help them throw the games.
Right.
If the Mafia says, "Hey, we have another way to help you pay your debt, and you don't have to do anything wrong. What we're going to do is we're going to invite rich people, not famous, but rich people, to come play poker with you, Hall of Fame coach for the Trailblazers." And so what we're going to do is you're going to be the magnet to bring these rich people here, and then us Mafia guys are going to play poker with you guys, and the game's going to be rigged. And so what they were doing, I shit you not, it doesn't sound real, but this is what all the reporting's been. They had shuffling machines that were rigged to deal better cards to different seats. They had a table with X-ray equipment built into it to be able to see the cards while they're face down. They had glasses with digital heads-up displays in them to help so you could see what the other cards were. And then I guess the cards were marked, and the glasses were kind of tinted in a way where you could see the marks on the back of the cards. And then one report even said they had digital contact lenses that people were using to be able to cheat at these poker games. Fucking insane.
What an in-depth scandal. And imagine I just couldn't even imagine being in the Hall of Fame in one of the world's biggest sport franchises, probably having made, so much money over your career, still getting paid millions of dollars to be involved in the game, and just pissing it away.
Playing rigged poker games with the Mafia in the Hamptons. Yeah.
Nice. Which is, I was kind of wondering, how did the FBI, I would have thought, before today, if like there was going to be a big gambling scandal, like the NBA would have like been cracking down on it way before the FBI would. But I guess if the Mafia was involved, that maybe that's what got the FBI involved. Like,
yeah, I'm sure there was an informant, and also what they said happened, which is probably how the FBI got locked in on all this, is that the shuffling machine and the equipment they were using to rig these poker games was stolen from a different mafia at gunpoint. So that's probably how they got wrapped up in all this. Isn't this insane?
We couldn't buy our own card rigging machine, so we had to go steal one from the other mafia.
But if you think about it, like, where would you buy a card rigging machine? Like, you can't just go on Amazon and buy that.
It all comes back to LeBron James. You know where you buy it? China.
That's right. It's a good point.
You know who sold it to him? LeBron James.
And you know who is never playing cards at a casino with an automatic shuffler again?
Yeah.
This guy.
You know what? And I've noticed this when we've been playing blackjack at the casino. I swear, and I wish maybe I took any type of record of my blackjack winnings and losings and whatnot. But I bet if you made a chart of my winnings and losings on hand shuffled versus automatic shuffled decks, I would be way up on hand shuffled, way down on automatic shuffled.
I think a lot of people would agree with you.
I stand totally behind that.
Yeah, and what I worry too with those automatic shufflers where it just keeps them going, that they pull out half the aces and throw a bunch of sixes in there and shit.
Yeah, I wish there was, I mean, I guess there is. You just start betting a lot, you move yourself up into the higher stakes, area, and you tell them what you want, which if Mr. Tableman's over here isn't going to be doing that.
Exactly. Exactly. I was just in the metropolis of Orville with $5 minimums, so you can request whatever you want there if you go sit at the $10 table.
Yeah. $10 will get you quite the blowjob in Orville, I hear.
Yeah, but you're not going to like the guy that you have to get it from. Oh, man. A gambling scandal like this, I think, is hilarious. And, you talk, I don't know if you listened to that Joe Rogan with the mobster on there. It was a couple months ago. He talked about mobsters rigging poker games, back when he was doing this in, the 70s. But they didn't have glasses to see the marked cards. The cards were actually marked. It was just so subtle that you had to actually be good at cheating to tell.
Yeah. And like, one, the Mafia still exists.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys even do?
Good point. Prostitution.
Rig card games.
Yep.
Oh,
extortion.
That leads me. So have you seen that headline? Maybe it's on Twitter. Is like prostitution becoming more of a thing in San Francisco?
Oh, I'm sure. I think it's been a thing in San Francisco.
Oh, really? I had no idea. I just saw some headline on Twitter like, this street is like, you want to prostitute, you go to this street. It's like a prostitute epidemic.
Whoa. Yeah. Knowing San Francisco, you should not pick up prostitutes there.
Yes.
A lot of drug use.
Yes.
Probably a lot of diseases.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But liberal, so it's kind of weird. It is a very liberal thing to accept prostitution.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like conservatives tend to be really against it.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Your body, your choice.
Yeah.
Your prostitution.
Feminine empowerment, even though a lot of prostitutes are sex trafficked and all. Yeah. It's a nasty business, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they don't care. So is drug use.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
Whatever. Why not?
That's why Trump's taking over San Francisco.
What was it?
Gavin Newsom told me so.
Joe Rogan said he should run for California governor after he's done being president. Yeah.
That would be hilarious. I wouldn't be a huge fan. Hilarious.
Something tells me he wouldn't do well in the election here. Not a lot of Trump supporters in the urban areas of Sacramento.
No.
Or of California.
Yeah, not your middle-of-the-road Republican guy that may have a chance of winning.
But if you want to make California great again.
Yeah.
That's the only way to go.
I know. Trump's he's kind of pissing off some of his, I guess it doesn't really matter now, his voting base, especially big thing in the beef thing is, pretty big with the people of Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota.
The beef thing? What are you talking about?
How he's talking about importing more Brazilian beef to lower U.S. beef prices.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Big thing.
Don't do that.
If there's one political thing I know about, it's fucking beef.
Yeah, there we go.
Kind of. I'm sure there's a lot of people that know a lot more about it.
Nope. We have the fucking beef expert on right here. You think you know more about beef? Fuck you.
Beef is real high right now. It's never been higher.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but it's like...
Well, it's the Epstein thing is really what's pissing people off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Epstein... I don't know. Without getting too conspiracy theoristy.
No, get conspiracy. Sorry. I had a meme on deck for us.
There's just a certain genre of people from a certain place are controlling Mr. Trump.
Is that what it is, huh? You know what? As much as I want to believe in the conspiracy theories about Epstein and I don't know, you can't control Trump with money. He doesn't give a shit about it. He's not on the Epstein list because Biden would have released that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do they have on him?
I don't know. Unless he is.
If he was, Biden would have leaked it. Why wouldn't he?
I do agree with what you're saying. I'm not going to say you're wrong. But unless it was kind of like one of those things where like Trump... Like, say, it gets leaked Trump was at the Epstein Island, by whatever. I can see Trump kind of being that, like, that son of a bitch. Okay, what if they take him to court about it? You think he's going to be quiet about, he's going down with the ship,
Right.
He's going to take every little fucker down with him, too,
Right.
So maybe it was kind of like, I'm not going to say anything because you're not going to fucking say anything,
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they would have been incentivized to release it because Kamala Harris isn't on the list.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't think anyone thinks she's on the list.
I think that's still one of those things. Yeah, maybe she's not, but there's high ups in the party that are, or donors or whatever,
Yeah, I just don't think he's on. I think the left hates Trump so bad. If they had to sacrifice themselves to take him down before his last election, I think they'd have done it.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can give him that much credit.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not talking people we know about. I'm talking the unknown, rich, fucking actually controlling things people. Mm-hmm. They're not going down on the ship, They're like, fuck you.
But let me put this. Trump had no power at that point. How would he have taken everyone else down with him? You think he just actually knew about them?
I mean, could have.
Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe had his own version of the list.
Yeah. Maybe he saw the list in his first presidency. Maybe he had a mental list.
I think it has more to do with a lot of big Republican donors are probably on that list.
Yeah. And
he's willing to make a deal. They just said, hey, we're going to support your party. Maybe we're going to support JD Vance later, or we'll support your son in a couple cycles. He made some sort of deal with them.
Yeah, for sure. No, I can totally see that.
And maybe they told him that. Maybe Don Jr. wants to run, and they said, hey, if you ever want him to have donors, you need to play ball here.
Which, honestly, at the rate we're going, not that I know a lot about Donnie Jr., fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck JD Vance. Fuck them all.
Yeah. I hear you for not releasing the Epstein shit.
Did you see that video where JD Vance is getting interviewed and they're asking about his wife and kids, and he kind of had some kind of awkward answers?
Mm-mm.
Where he's like, yeah, my wife's kids. What did it say? Our kids,
Yeah.
It's just kind of...
It's kind of a weird little answer.
Kind of and he said some other weird stuff, oh, did your wife convert? No, she just goes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of some weird shit, you know?
Yeah. And I like JD Vance a lot, but I'm with you in that there has to be punishment for not releasing the Epstein list. That's fucking bullshit.
But I don't think I'm ever going to refer to my kids as my wife's kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, my wife's kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
My kids.
I don't think JD Vance speaks any other languages because, like, some people that speak like Spanish primarily kind of talk like that.
I know what language he speaks. Hebrew.
Oh, I don't know how the the parts of speech in Hebrew work, but
a lot of dollar signs, baby.
Fair enough. With I had another take with the Epstein. Oh. You know who is going to be president one day? It's not Don Jr., but it is a Trump.
Barron?
Fuck yeah.
With the crypto genius?
Fuck yeah.
Already, though? Barron's already on my insider trading fuck you list. Fuck that guy. Fuck them all. Send him to prison. I don't give a shit.
He's like 19.
Yeah. Hey, what he short Bitcoin, but he like took like a some $100 million short position on Bitcoin like 2 minutes before Daddy had like made some announcement and Bitcoin crashed.
I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about this.
Look that up.
Where does Barron get $100 million?
From Daddy.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I don't know if that's factual or not.
All right.
I don't know if that's factual.
I'm looking at. We'll have Jamie.
I can't remember if I heard that on a podcast or just saw it on Twitter. And on Twitter, who knows? But I'm like, it was enough to make me like, I could see it and fuck that guy.
Also, I fucking hate the crypto shit. I think if you're dealing in crypto and you get fucked over like that, it's kind of on you.
Yeah, but he didn't get fucked over. Well,
I'm saying like if you're on the other end.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fuck you. But
fair enough. Okay,
so we got something here. I don't know what this website is. Oh no, it's like a forum.
I am innocent.com.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read this. This is not. It was on Binance.
Oh, nice.
But it was
not Bro Finance.
No, it was like some sort of forum. Okay, we have. Is this real? Okay, the top article that comes up is from the Hinduistan Times.
Okay. According to Microsoft AI, this is a fake news.
Okay.
A fake news.
Okay. It sounded like fake news.
But it was just like, dude, I could fucking see that shit. And maybe what it was is it was I think maybe what it was there. I'm pretty sure there was someone that shorted Bitcoin like right before some announcement. And they just assumed it was Barron, but maybe it was, that was unconfirmed.
Right. Right.
Why is Barron Trump being accused of insider trading?
Is that from the Hinduistan?
Hinduistan.
Yeah.
Well, they said it on Reddit, so we're good. We're good here.
So there was this video. I'm not gonna play it.
My problem is I now don't trust anything. I almost trust irrelevant information on Twitter more than I trust any news network headline.
Yep, exactly.
So, which really fucks me on being right sometimes.
Yeah, but I hear you. I mean, if it were COVID and you were citing CNN, you were better off citing, asshole sucker 69 on Reddit.
Afghanistan.com. Afghan news.
Hinduistan Times. Oh man.
So how do you feel that you support what's the guy's name? Cuomo or Cuomo? How do you feel you support him more than the guy he's running against?
Oh, I support Sliwa.
Is that the third guy?
That's the Republican.
Is that the third guy in the voting?
Well, there's the communist.
Yeah.
Then there's Cuomo. Yeah. And then there's the third guy. The guy. I'm trying to find that.
I haven't really heard anything about that guy. So,
dude, Sliwa, gangster.
Really?
He. I'm trying to find the meme right now. The lore behind this dude is amazing. He was like a prosecutor in New York City. Prosecuted John Gotti. John Gotti tried to have him assassinated. Sliwa survived. Was like started this like vigilante organization to like patrol the subways. He's got all these stories he's telling on the campaign trail now that are absolutely nuts. I'm trying to.
So there's apparently, and this is on a Yahoo Finance website.
Oh, that's good. We like Yahoo Finance.
Trump insider Whale, who scored 160 million in Bitcoin route, opened 76 million Bitcoin short at 10 times leverage.
Oh shit. 10x leverage? God damn.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's big.
Yeah, I thought that I had sent you this Sliwa
You might have.
video, but no, I don't see it.
Is that?
It was him during the debate.
Do you have a bedazzled phone case?
No.
Oh, no, that's just lettering. I was like, it kind of looked like in the light, it kind of looked like little fucking bedazzled jewels. I'm like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
Nope, I can't find that, but this is essentially the I'll play the video. I liked this the other version better. And so at the end of this, you can just imagine many men coming on. So here you go. Check this out. This is from the mayoral debate.
Have you ever purchased anything in a cannabis shop? And if so, what did you buy, Mr. Mamdani?
I have. I have purchased marijuana at a legal cannabis shop.
Okay.
yeah.
Mr. Cuomo?
No.
Mr. Sliwa?
When I was shot 5 times, I've had Crohn's disease. I did use medical marijuana. Yes.
Okay.
I got shot 5 times. Son of a bitch.
This guy's hilarious.
Damn, I just looked at the Bitcoin price. I didn't realize how fucking high it got.
What are we at? Oh, how?
It peaked at like 125,000.
Holy shit!
Right now it's 110. We should. Why haven't we invested in Bitcoin yet? And why haven't we held?
Well, we're about 15 years too late.
But it keeps going up. It always goes up.
I wouldn't say always. I wouldn't say
It
always.
I feel like the last time I checked Bitcoin price, 50 or 60,000.
Well, if you were better at politics, we'd be rich anyways. So
Yeah, that's fair.
come on.
My problem of throwing all politicians in jail, deal really
it's a tough way to
does
get
not
elected.
make me popular in the political crowds.
No, it's a tough way to get elected. But
Yeah.
the good news is if you do, you get to stay in power.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a pro. That is a pro.
You get elected on term
What did we
limits
just
and
have? We just had like Let the Kings Live Day or something.
No kings.
Except in Canada where there are kings.
This
had to change the protest name. And
Yeah.
stuff.
They had to. So here's what Democrats abroad posted here. I took a screenshot of this and I did send it to our group chat, and I'm going to pull that up. And I did caption it with, "Thank God the left is retarded." Because it's true. Like, you know, like so many points in history did like the people on the right side have to contend like with really like competent evil people.
Yeah. Yep.
Our opponents, they're retarded. I mean, we really have it as easy as we get. So here you go. Here's what Democrats abroad posted. A few notes. We've changed the No Kings theme of other events around the world to
I read this.
No Tyrants.
I read this.
So as not to mix messages in a country with a monarchy. We're also swapping out no crowns in favor of no clowns. And then the top comment is, no kings, unless your country already has a king. Then kings are great. Dude, what a bunch of fucking jackasses.
Yeah.
No kings.
Well, we have a king and he's cool, but fuck you.
For not being a king.
Yeah. You're
And
not
then-
a king. You want to be king, son of a bitch.
Then Trump trolls them with I would like to thank all the No Kings protesters for coming out and making sure we don't have any kings. Love, your favorite president.
Yeah.
Just a troll. Just a troll, man. So have you heard anything else about this Mamdani guy in New York City? You gonna move there to vote for him?
Is that the guy that's kind of like in the lead?
Yeah, the communist.
Yeah. No, but I pretty much hate his guts.
Yeah, he wants to socialize all the grocery stores, so all the groceries will be free.
I didn't see that, but I really, the one that's really popped up for me has been the bus thing. You know, like we're gonna raise taxes $9 billion so we have free buses. But then didn't they post some picture of, it was like about bus safety or, you know, free buses, so we have like safe buses or some shit, and it was a black chick with a white guy in a suit behind her, like kind of looking menacingly like behind her. But it was like, no, it's the white chick getting stabbed from behind is like what we're worrying about, you know? Like, when's the last time we saw a business guy in a suit stab someone on the train or the bus or fucking whatever?
No shit. And first of all, can we just like pause at the like $9 billion just so we can ride buses for free?
Yeah,
what the fuck? Where
and
are these buses made of gold?
So what really kind of cracked me up is what does the bus cost? You know, like, are we paying 50 cents, $1? You know, like I'm not envisioning the bus cost being like so everyone can afford it. Like, well, how much are you like? It can't cost that much, you know.
Rent is $6,000 a month, but you know what? I can't afford the $3 for a bus ticket.
Yeah, kind of turning like, really, you know. But the other thing I saw was, the polls, of New York residents, people that had been born in the U.S. versus, you know, immigrants, crazy, crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. But that's always been the left's tactic. You know, you gotta, if you can't convince them to be communists here, you gotta bring in more communists.
Yeah. Then I saw
we'll outvote them.
What, like 50% of New York residents can't speak English on like a competent, like a fluent level.
Really, I did not see that.
Once again, fact check me, Jamie. Pull that up.
All right,
that's
Jamie.
A Twitter fact.
Let's see.
I know for a fact. That's a Twitter fact.
How many New Yorkers speak English fluently?
Just ask Rock.
Wow. You're pretty much right.
There we go.
43% of New Yorkers say they don't speak English very well.
Twitter would never lie to me.
Holy shit.
I repeat, Twitter would never lie to me.
Wow. That's kind of shocking, actually.
Isn't that nuts, though? Like, how does that happen?
How do you even have a cohesive
How does
city
that happen?
where 43% of people don't speak English properly? I mean, granted.
Oh, so look this up.
Whew.
I saw this on Twitter this morning, I think. 25% of Somalia's GDP is people sending money back to Somalia. Like U.S. resident or people that immigrated here. Sending, you know, their paycheck back to Somalia. I saw that stat, and you know, I saw it this morning, and I was like, I'm not actually gonna look into it, but I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, here we go again. Not far off. World Bank indicates 15% of Somalia's GDP.
Isn't that crazy?
Is remittances. Whoa. So, and in here it says older reports cite a higher percentage, oftentimes between 25% and 40%.
Is that, you know, the GDP of a country?
Is remittances from the U.S. Holy shit. Technically, it doesn't say from the U.S. It could be from, but it's remittances.
Could be from Europe.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Which brings me to my next point. Where's the, like there's one state where a Somalian guy is running for mayor or
it's Michigan, I believe.
Why is there so many Somalians in Michigan?
Because so decades ago, and maybe the government still does it this way, but it used to be when we'd bring over refugees, we would resettle them like all in one community.
Oh, I see.
And so that's why. Yeah.
Fuck.
Stupid idea.
We fucked ourselves.
Yeah. Stupid idea. Don't do that.
Because the whole time, you know, because that's where the senator chick's from too, right? Is Minnesota.
Representative Elon Omar, yes.
Yeah. So I was
Married her
wondering the
brother.
whole time, How's there so many Somalians in fucking Minnesota or Michigan or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's Dearborn, Michigan, but Minnesota she might be from Minnesota.
I don't know, but it's one of those northern states that I don't really correlate with, massive immigration
from Africa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it is hot. Yeah, you're right. Ilhan Omar is from Minnesota.
Okay.
I think that's the district you're referring to, the 5th district of Minnesota.
Yeah, it could be.
Dearborn, Michigan. Also a lot of immigrants from the Middle East, but not the one we're referring to. So, yeah, that's fucking insane. But you want to know a fun fact here? Since this just became the record recently, the longest war in U.S. history is in Somalia.
Really?
Yep, we're still bombing Somalia. We have been for
us.
Over 20 years.
Good for us. And we actively have someone that was elected in our house pretty openly supporting Somalia, who we're at war with.
Yeah, and it's really, I guess it's more that they're in civil war and we're like taking a side, but there are so many different sides to this civil war. There's like 20 factions that nobody can, it's a failed state. Nobody can gain a
So when this chick says, I can't wait, or it'd be an honor to meet the president of Somalia or whoever, is that the U.S.-backed president of Somalia? Is that
I believe so,
a different faction?
No, that's the U.S. back. I think we are backing what we consider to be the legitimate government. But the north section, Somaliland, it wants to break off and create their own country.
If I know our government like I think I know our government, we're backing the wrong side.
Yeah, there's a terrorist organization called Al-Shabaab that we, of course, kind of a weird name.
Do they make kebabs?
They're like the pirates. We're not backing them.
I don't know. I went to Africa and it was really nice.
Well, you weren't by Somalia. You were the part of Africa the British colonized, and it is nicer.
That's crazy.
That is true.
That's crazy. Are you saying British culture made Africa great again?
I wouldn't say great again because the British left and it fucking sucks. So that's all. All I'm saying is when it was Rhodesia, things were fine.
That's fair.
Now it's Zimbabwe.
That's fair.
It's people don't go there very often. You didn't want to travel to Zimbabwe.
No. And in fact,
neither did anyone else.
Some of my, we'll say, lefter-leaning family members were like, "Why do you want to do like?" They're like, "So you didn't want to leave like the property you were on?" Like, I left it twice. We drove through some towns. I was glad I was with some locals with high-powered firearms. We'll say that, Yeah. So I'm like, these guys were comfortable. I was not.
Yeah? You didn't want to be on YouTube without a head?
Yeah. And even the locals, the guys that were taking care of us, they're like, yeah, we don't go into this town. We definitely don't go there after dark.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, there you go,
I never like what follows. We don't go to this town, but if we have to, we definitely don't. Yeah. I don't like whatever comes after that. Nothing good occurs after that sentence.
I was thinking of one more thing I was going to tell you, but I'm just spacing on what it was. Fuck.
Well, we could talk about Prop 50 here in California.
Haven't looked into it very much. It falls in line with me throwing Gavin Newsom in jail.
Well, we are not going to have a congressional district anymore if it passes.
Like, because we're in Sacramento's district? Or?
No, we're going to connect to Marin County.
Which county is that?
Bay Area.
Nice.
San Francisco.
Good. So Doug Lamalfa's still going to win?
No. Doug Lamalfa is not going to win.
He might be out of a job.
Yeah. Doug Lamalfa will be searching for a job.
So how are we polling on that?
It's
like
close.
Just in general.
It's close.
Like 50-50?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not good.
I better vote.
Yeah, you better vote. It's not good. It's the maps are so fucked up. If anyone, can imagine a map of California, you know where Modoc County is?
Yeah. Oh, I'm familiar with the dock.
If you're thinking of California, northeast corner of California will be in the same district as Santa Rosa.
Which, just to give you guys a backstory, probably 8 hours driving apart, 10 hours
More,
driving. Yeah. There's 0 people that live in Modoc County.
Yep. There's a moose, I heard.
You can tell me. No, I don't think there is. There's probably not even 100,000 people that live in Modoc County.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Maybe not even 50,000.
But it's crazy because the county stretches, it starts in the Bay Area, goes all the way north to Oregon, all the way east to Nevada.
The proposed district?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the new District 1.
So, as a whole, because they're doing this over it's kind of like a retaliation of the Texas thing, right?
Yep, it is.
So, would Republicans I'm assuming Republicans' net loss of seats over the redistricting?
In California, yes, but over all the states, no. Republicans would still come out ahead.
With the Texas redistrict?
Yep, and with several other states.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. I got to stand for my home ground at some point.
The way I see it is, it's like the government of California exists for one reason: to protect Californians. And if you're going to disenfranchise Californian voters because Texas is fucking with their voters, you have completely lost sight of why our government exists.
But that's our political game now. I mean, and it's not just in California. It was DeSantis versus Newsom, Florida does this, California does this,
The difference is I don't live in Florida, so I don't give a fuck what they do.
Yeah, well, I agree. But I'm just, I would say the Florida governor plays that game, so Newsom plays that game. Probably better, No one's scummier and slimier and belongs in prison more than Gavin Newsom. And I said more.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. The way I see it, it's one thing to redistrict and say I want my party to have more power, this and that in your state. I feel like it's worse to say, I'm going to redistrict. I know I'm fucking over the people in my state, but I'm doing it because this other state across the country is doing it.
I wonder.
At that point, I feel like the government's illegitimate. If you are openly saying, I don't care about my people, I care about parties in another
Arnold
group.
Said it's fucked up.
Who?
Arnold Schwartzy.
Oh yeah, fucking the liberal
man,
Republican himself.
Man. Let's vote him back in.
Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger, dude, the guy that said "fuck your freedom" during COVID.
Hey, he's looking like a hell of a guy compared to Newsom.
Yeah, well, it does. The crackhead on the street corner looks like a hell of a guy compared to Newsom.
So, out of curiosity, I wonder how this congressional district that we'd have.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess I'm already kind of answering my own question. I was going to say, how big would it be compared to other states, congressional districts? But Wyoming's just all one congressional district.
They're all roughly 700,000 people.
Yeah,
but
I was going off square miles.
Oh, yeah, it'd be kind of long and skinny. So the bulk of the landmass would be here in the North Valley, and then just a little stretch would go over into Santa Rosa.
Oh, I see. Because I'm just thinking how much area. I mean, that's a big chunk of area, but it's nothing compared to Wyoming. But
right. But even driving across this new district, I mean, you'd be going essentially from Magalia to the coast. I mean, it's
still a good chunk for sure.
It's big. So it's the way I see it. If your government is openly not acting in your interest anymore as citizens, you're not a legitimate government anymore. Why would we listen to you for anything?
How often is redistricting kind of common, and we just never really heard about it before, or is it pretty uncommon?
So for as Californians, we haven't had to deal with it like other states because in our Constitution we have an independent redistricting committee. So they put 5 Democrats on it, 5 Republicans on it, and they come up with the lines, and it's supposed to be somewhat fair. And it wasn't perfect; it favored Democrats, but it wasn't as bad as other states.
Yeah.
And so what this proposition is for is to remove out of our Constitution that provision of having that committee, and it just gives it to Gavin Newsom.
You can pretty much tell me remove out of Constitution and say nothing else, and I'm probably going to be against it.
Yeah. There's not a lot that I would be before. Adding to the Constitution is usually my problem.
Yeah.
Removing stuff out of it, not great.
Especially stuff that's been in there.
Yeah, and it
worked for the first 100 years. Why are we fucking with it?
and to answer your question, though, typically it's done every 10 years, but all Texas and all these other states are doing it mid-decade, which is weird. And they're trying to do it to make sure that Republicans don't lose the House.
Right. Which...
It's wrong, but we're not doing it.
Yeah.
We're Californians. Our government exists for the sole purpose of protecting the interests of California.
I think it's all part of Newsom's kind of running for president thing too. You know, like, just grinds my gears.
Totally.
But, to me, it seems like if you ran against fucking scumbag Newsom in a presidential campaign, which we've talked about before.
Yep.
All you have to do is like, how did you take the best state in the nation and turn it into a state everyone wants to leave? Legitimately, like, we should be where everyone wants to live. I mean, we have something pretty much. Maybe we don't have moose. Maybe we don't have moose.
There might be one in Modoc County. He's just a good hider.
Maybe we don't have everything, but we have fucking 95% of things within 4 to 6 hours of driving.
Yep. No, that's completely true. And we don't have great hunting here, but it's our government's fault. We totally could have great hunting here.
And yes and no. We have great duck hunting. We have great turkey hunting.
Yes, we do. Now, ironically, thanks to a government program, I'll give them credit for that.
Well, don't give them too much credit because they fucked the pheasants. So fuck all the turkeys. What else do we got?
We've got elk. We've got hardly any
elk,
deer.
I feel like we should have a bigger elk population, although, I don't really know how our habitat's not the same as the Montana elk habitat I'm familiar with. So I don't know habitat-wise if we really have the right stuff to support more elk. It seems like with the elk herds we do,
Well, elk live all the way from Arizona to fucking Canada.
True. And I feel like we do really have some good deer hunting, not in the general zones that we venture to.
Right.
But, in some of those primo zones, our problem is we have, 10 million people applying for, or, X amount of millions of people applying for not that many spots, you know. So opportunities maybe not there.
Fair enough. But you're right. This is just remove the people. California is the greatest part of this nation as far as natural resources go, and weather, all that kind of stuff.
Natural resources, weather, scenic opportunities, a lot of outdoor opportunities.
And Gavin Newsom fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
And the Democrats before him.
Even like the tourism aspect. I feel like when we were growing up, once again, we talked about this, but San Francisco, I feel like worldwide, and I think worldwide still to some extent, regarded as the fucking place to go.
Yeah, one of the coolest cities in the world.
And now, having now gone there and having a nice experience, they did clean it up a little bit, except the street my hotel was on, which was Homeless Street.
That's why your hotel was cheap.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't. It was technically free with credit card points.
Yeah.
But it was by far the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in.
See, but you could have stayed in a tent out front for free.
Yeah.
And probably got some free crack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We could have got free crack. I might have had to kill someone to get that free crack.
That's okay.
But
they're like
there's
spoonies.
plenty of that going on.
They want to die anyways.
Yeah. That has just, when we went there 2 or 3 years ago, like, not only were the streets nasty, dirty, I felt unsafe.
Smelled like shit.
Yeah, smelled like shit. Visibly dirty. Smelled dirty. Sounded dirty. Looked dirty. I felt unsafe the whole time. We're walking around and everything. This last time we went to San Francisco, except for, and it was nice because we were valeting and shit. They had a valet. I never really felt unsafe around our hotel where all the homeless people were, but it was because I didn't leave the hotel on the street. You know what I mean? But
Last time I was in San Francisco, I about got punched in the face by
really?
a crackhead. Yeah, he
When
was just.
that? Pretty recently?
No, that was. I haven't been to San Francisco in a while and like stayed the night there and everything. It was right around COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, this crackhead.
Well, that's probably
just
when we went.
I went after that.
Okay.
Because I worked. Yeah, it was shortly after that because I was there for a business conference. As crackhead just like jumped up and like he wasn't looking at me, but he just like randomly swung. It was like from me to you, and I was kind of like, oh shit, what the fuck was that? And security mobbed his ass.
I'll say this:
drug him off.
I would go back to San Francisco to go to that one fucking place.
Oh, Tommy's Joint.
Tommy's Joint. I told anyone and everyone who's told me they're going to San Francisco, like, go to fucking Tommy's Joint. It's the best fucking sandwich money can buy.
Yep.
I mean, I would shit you not make a trip to San Francisco, catch a Giants game or something, and go get a fucking sandwich.
Yep.
It's that good.
Let's do it. Get some pastrami.
Dude, it's so good.
Over at Tommy's
Crazy good. Crazy good.
The Polish, man, they invented the delis for a reason.
And what really cracked me up, when we went there, I've only been there twice. Both times. 2 for 2. You want cheese? Yes. What kind of cheese do you have? We have Swiss. Okay. Love it. I love to hear it.
And they act like they are just pissed off to see you.
Yep. Hey, you know what else we did? I don't remember if we did this, but we went with you guys. But when me and Kelsey went last time, they have this big old fucking wood barrel full of pickles. It's like, got to be like, I don't know, a 30-gallon wood barrel. And it is completely full of pickles. And they're delicious.
Shit. Over there at Tommy's Joint?
Yeah. It's like just chilling on the counter. Like, I went up there to like grab some napkins or something. And I'm like, oh, what's in here? Pickles? I just fucking fwop, fwop, fwop. And they're hella good, dude. Like, I don't know if they're making them themselves. Like, they're the type of guys where I can see them be like, we make these pickles. Like, these are our pickles.
We pickle these. Wow.
Because there's a sign that's on the pickle jar that said, please refrain from wasting pickles. I hate every fucking one of those pickles. They're good.
You have anything else you want to hit before we wrap this puppy up?
You know, nothing much other than I'm sick. I'm sick of everything that's happening right now.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Me too. And if Prop 50 passes, I'm really going to be sick.
Yeah, that between there's nothing I've heard politically that I felt good about lately.
Yeah, I mean, Trump pretty much forcing the Israelis and Hamas to get along has been a good thing.
But didn't they break the ceasefire already?
Kinda. Well, so what happened was a couple Hamas guys killed 2 IDF soldiers, and Israel responded by doing some airstrikes. But Hamas came out and said, "Hey,
I didn't see the Hamas kill."
Yeah, so they did, but Hamas came out and said, "Hey, you know, we still want the ceasefire. Those guys were rogue. Like, they're a part of a faction that's like not us." And the IDF said, "Okay." They launched some strikes and shit, but it still seems like that,
kind
like
of evening out.
Yeah, and Hamas is still like fighting with factions inside of Gaza, and so they're killing people, and the Israelis are killing some people, but it's not like the scale it was before. People are allowed to go back to their homes. The Israelis have backed off and created another perimeter. The ceasefire is still in effect, but there was some killing going on.
Well, I'll say this. Fuck Israel.
Well,
why? Because we keep sending them goddamn money. Want to know why? I don't know why. Because we're all fucking crooks.
Yeah, because we're a bunch of fucking assholes. That's why.
And I mean, religious views or not, the people of Israel could be any religious nomination, and I'd still hate them for how much money we send them.
Here's let me give you this stat. You know what? I was going to make sure you didn't get too fired up, but you know what? No, that's gone. $24.5 billion is what we've sent them in the last 2 years.
I'm surprised it's not more. I'm honestly surprised it's not more.
I said 24.6, right? I'm pulling that number off the top of my head.
20 something.
So get this. And these numbers just happen to line up perfectly. Okay. 24.6 billion was, I think I said, what we sent to Israel. You want to know how much the MSNBC estimated Donald Trump's border wall would be?
I saw this.
Yep. 24.5.
Yep. Yep.
That's not what Trump said. That's how much the news said. We can't build this wall because it's going to cost this much.
Not only that, but it was like the other thing. That's not what I thought you were going to say. I saw this thing was like, with the money we sent Israel, it might not have been for the last 2 years, but maybe it was the last 10 years or 20 years. It's like, we could have solved the homeless problem, the hunger problem. We could have solved like 4 problems that are supposed to be our fucking biggest problems, you know?
Right.
And we would have had plenty of spending money left over.
Yeah. Yep. It's out of fucking control. We could have totally built the wall on the southern border. We could have secured our own border.
So that reminds me, who's that? Who's the politician? I asked, you didn't reply to the group chat. I said, what are your thoughts on like this guy or something? Senator, maybe House guy that hasn't taken any. He's like the one guy that hasn't accepted.
Was it Thomas Massey?
I think so.
House member. Oh yeah.
General thoughts?
He's fantastic.
Good.
He's fantastic.
That's all I needed to hear.
Yep. No,
that's all I needed to hear.
So he's an engineer from MIT. He built his own house off the grid. His own he's got his own sustainable farming system. Okay. He's got a chicken. He created his own chicken coop that's run off solar that has like a little motor that self-propels itself.
Oh, nice.
He's badass, man. He doesn't want to spend money and live in DC, so he has a truck with a little camper in the back, and he parks it in front of the Capitol.
What a fucking G, man. That's badass. I like this guy.
He's a gangster, man.
I'd vote for him. Why does he run for president? Where are we at?
He is not popular. Right. So he's also the guy.
Oh, yeah. I know why.
You can imagine why. So he
doesn't accept APAC money. That's why.
He wears a lapel. He designed this himself, too, because he's fucking a genius. He designed this lapel ticker that has our national debt, and it's linked to the Treasury website and updates to the minute. Nice. So as he sits there and talks to you, it just spins.
Okay. So that, you bring up the debt reminds me. So there is some irony with Gavin Newsom hating on Trump for doing the White House renovations and whatever. Well, we're, I guess, renovating our California's.
Yeah. $1.1 billion to renovate the Capitol.
What the fuck?
We have been. And Trump got his privately funded.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I still don't care.
Taxpayers are not paying a dime for the White House.
Didn't hear that. Yep. Still don't care.
Yep. Gavin Newsom spends $1.1 billion of California taxpayer money. Donald Trump, $0.
So who, just out of curiosity, who's privately funding the White House renovation?
I heard Trump.
AIPAC?
Trump was part of it. I don't think AIPAC. AIPAC doesn't. So I've been trying to dig into AIPAC recently. They don't have as much money as you would think. They don't just like sponsor frivolous shit like that.
Yeah.
It's more their like their individual donor network that then gives. It's kind of complicated, but I think Trump didn't release exactly who was all paying for the ballroom. It's not that expensive considering you know how rich Trump is and all them. When they did the tennis courts, Trump funded it all himself at the White House, and then when they built those big flagpoles, he funded that all himself.
Yeah,
so
it kind of be baller to just be like, yeah, you're spending all this taxpayer money, and just be like, no, I'm paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yep. Privately funded. They'll probably end up calling it the Trump Ballroom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of sick if you look at the mock-ups of it.
Really?
It's all white and gold with the big like Victorian pillars up in the middle. Like,
yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Well,
actually.
that kind of deflates my argument of why are we spending $250 million when we had Dodge allegedly is Dodge still a thing? Doge?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's not really a thing anymore. Well,
how disappointing.
If you listen to Mike Benz, so according to him, the whole Doge thing was really meant to take out USAID. Like they weren't just the target Doge stumbled across. They were the number one target because they were funneling money into NGOs who were run by Democratic, guys who were then funneling the money back into the Democratic Party. And if you look at Democrat fundraising, it is way down.
Oh, really?
Like ridiculously low. And you would think like normally when the one party has complete power, the other party has an easy time raising money because everyone's pissed
Right,
off.
right,
You know, like
right.
hey, they have raised like nothing.
Huh.
And so that really, I think, drives home for me or helps me believe that, yeah, USAID was fucking laundering money
Yeah,
back into
yeah,
the Democrat
for sure.
coffers because who the fuck would give money to these assholes? You know,
right,
it was
right.
it was the taxpayer.
Right.
So
Huh.
Mike Benz has a whole lot of content about that. Anyone should check it out because he's fucking amazing. Mike Benz is awesome.
Don't care. We should still have Doge.
Yeah,
Bring
we
him
should.
back.
We
I
need-
like the fucking big man running around with the big hatchet.
We only need to cut like $4 trillion more dollars.
We can do it.
I think we cut like
It,
a couple $100 billion.
it all comes back to my main idea of if you should not be eligible for re-election if we have our spending's bigger than our we run a deficit for the year.
Expenses
Yeah.
more than revenue.
Yeah.
Ineligible to run
Yeah.
again. And you know what? If we're in a war and you're like, you know what? God damn it. We need to run a deficit. Fine. If it's worth you resigning your seat
Yeah,
the next
yeah,
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
We salute you for your service.
I agree. I agree. Disappointingly, that'll never pass, but you know, one could dream.
Yep.
One could dream.
Yep. And you know, some people, and this has been kind of a fun argument lately because with the no king stuff and Trump talking about running again in 2028, kind of tongue in cheek. Steve Bannon came out just a couple of days ago and said, no, there is a plan. We have a mechanism in place. Trump's running again in 2028. And libertarians for a long time have made the case that, I think they're wrong, but they make this case that term limits are anti-democratic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there have been politicians in the past who felt this way that, you know, in a democracy, you should be able to vote whoever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just
as long as the guy keeps getting voted in.
yeah,
you know.
then I disagree. I think term limits are a good thing, but even if you're for term limits, you kind of have to admit they are on a level anti-democratic.
Yeah,
Like,
too.
you're limiting who people
Yeah.
can vote for.
To some extent.
But I still love them. I still
Yeah.
want them. I don't care.
I think it is like, you know, if you got like a George Washington,
Mm-hmm.
real polarizing figure in there. I honestly think if Trump we had an election tomorrow, depends on who's running against him. I don't know if Trump's getting reelected.
I bet he does.
I bet he doesn't.
The
If you knew the beef community like I know the beef community, he's not getting reelected.
problem
Dude,
is
people are fucking pissed.
yeah, but the beef community lives in such a red area. I mean, the beef community is not like Arizona.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not.
Well,
It's not Michigan. I don't
Huh?
think.
Arizona, you might be surprised by Arizona. I don't think there's
Think?
a lot of beef there, but
Yeah, it's not Montana. That's for sure. Wyoming, no chance of going anything else.
yeah, but
blood
get this.
red.
There's just as many beef cows in California as there is in Wyoming. Wyoming's a cowboy state, not a beef state.
Why would there be cowboys and not beef?
Cowboying. Because you want to know why? So I was talking about this with my cousin. There, it takes it's like 30 or 50 acres to support one beef cow.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's half an acre.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Because the rainfall or
With we have irrigated pasture. They
Uh-huh.
have prairie.
wow, holy shit! 30 acres for a head of
30
cow.
to 50
Holy shit!
for one cow.
Wow. Yeah, you're not gonna get those kind of numbers in Hawaii either. 30 acres for a cow in Hawaii would be tough.
Yeah. So that's why.
Interesting. Less efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling him that. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I was telling him about our little farm, you know, and I was like, yeah, you know, my grandpa used to run like 150 dairy cows on basically
80 acres
or 60 acres farmable. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like a lot of little dairies are like that. He's like, are you sure? Like, yeah.
Do you know how big an acre is?
Yeah. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, you know, like, we're kind of planning on like getting some cows ourselves. Like, you know, we might get 10 or 20 cows. It could support way more if we really wanted to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, no problem, you know? He's like, dude, like because he's starting to kind of grow his own beef herd up. He's like, dude, it's like, I think it's called AUMS, AUM.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. I can't remember what that stands for, but you're right.
It was like 30 to 50 acres per head of beef, depending on what part of Wyoming you're in.
Really? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, now I gotta look it up. Nope, I can't find it. Whatever. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
All right. Well, anything else for the good of the order? It's good to have you back.
There's so many conspiracies I have.
See, you're saying I haven't been keeping up with politics. Son of a bitch.
I know.
Yes, you have been.
Fuck them. Fuck them all. That's all I have to say. Stay safe out there.
Straight to hell. All the politics.
Fuck the FBI. Fuck Cash Patel.
Fuck the CIA, too.